Orioles hosting the Blue Jays, and the Blue Jays are minus 115. The Orioles are minus 105. Over under 9 runs. The Orioles getting a run and a half on the run line are minus 180, meaning if you bet them that way and they win this game outright, you win. They lose by 1, you win. And the Blue Jays laying a run and a half on the run line are plus 150, meaning if you bet them that way, they have to win by 2. Berrios pitched 4 times against the Orioles last year. The Blue Jays won every one of those games. 7 innings, 3 runs, 3 earned. They won 7-6 of 10 innings, and he struck out 8. 6 innings, 3 runs, 2 of which were earned. They won that game 8-4 in Baltimore. He struck out 2. 6 innings, 2 runs, 2 earned. They won that game 6-3. He struck out 3. That was in Toronto. 6 innings, 1 run, 1 earned. They won that game 5-1 in 8 innings, and he struck out 5. The Blue Jays have won Berrios' last 4 starts. They are 7-3 in his last 10 starts overall as a team. He's averaging 6 innings pitched and 5.2 strikeouts per game in those games. Bradish pitched 5 times against the Blue Jays last year. 4 in the third, 5 runs, 5 earned. They lost that game 11-1. That was in Toronto. He struck out 3. 5 in the third, 3 runs, 3 earned. They won that game 6-5. He struck out 4. 4 and 2/3, 3 runs, 3 earned. They won that game 7-3 in Toronto. He struck out 5. 3 innings, 3 runs, 3 earned. They won that game 9-6. He struck out 3. 4 and 2/3, 5 runs, 3 of which were earned, and they lost that game 6-3 in Toronto. He struck out 3. The Orioles are 6-4 in his last 10 starts. He's averaging 5 innings pitched and 4.9 strikeouts per game in those games. Head-to-head, the road team is 6-4. The Orioles are on a 4-game winning streak against the Blue Jays. The Orioles are 6-4 against the Blue Jays in their last 10. The underdog has won the last 5 games outright. The underdog is 6-4 on the money line. The underdog getting a run and a half on the run line is 7-3. There have been 3 one-run games in their last 10 meetings. The over has hit in their last 3. The over is 6-3-1 in the last 10, and the over-under at 9 specifically is 3-3-4. 3 games went over, 3 games went under, and 4 games hit 9 exactly. For those who are concerned about the wind, it is coming in or blowing out from the left field third baseline towards right center field at 13 miles per hour. In their last handful of games against each other, all of these games were this year. The Orioles have not lost to the Blue Jays yet this year. 11-6, 8-3, 6-5, 6-2. All of those games were this season. The Blue Jays are 1-3 in their last 4 and 6-4 in their last 10. The over is hit in their last 3 games, and the over-under is 5-5 in their last 10. 5 runs, 13 runs, 13 runs, 7 runs. 2 runs and a loss, 4 runs and a loss, 7 runs and a win, 6 runs in a loss. The Orioles have won their last 5 games. They are 7-3 in their last 10. The over is hit in their last 2 games, but the under is 6-3-1 in their last 10 games. We have had 5 runs, 7 runs, 14 runs, and 17 runs. They scored 3 runs in a win, 6 runs in a win, 11 runs in a win, and 11 runs in a win. The Orioles are hot right now. Although they didn't beat Berrios last year, they are a home underdog, and I like the value here. I'm going to take the Orioles with the money line. I'm going to take the Orioles getting the runs, and I'm going to go over solely because of the wind. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.